goodness. I got such crazy hair tonight. Hello, everyone. Time change. I'm late. My bangs are nuts. Oh, I forgot my glasses. Shoot. Two people. Hey, give me 1 second. I completely forgot my glasses. Promise I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm a terrible hostess. I forgot my glasses. My gosh. Hello, everyone. I was here, but then I realized I forgot my glasses in the back. So, oh, how are we with this time change? Because I am running late, like my crazy bangs. Let's see. Free Handy Maid. Hello. Living Simple Homestead. Hello. Sorry, you're late. I'm running late. Are you kidding me? Look at like my crazy bangs tonight. Oh, this time change. Hello, Voon. How are you? Sorry that I wasn't in front of the camera, but I literally was like, crap, I gotta run to the back. Go get my glasses. Get you some sleep last night. A Free Handy Maid. Living Simple Homestead. Hey, Melody. Hello. Pete's Little Homestead. Hey, y'all. Hello, Pete. Went to bed right after, left the private chat. I think I left after we bombed one of our friends from down under. And he was crying. I stayed on pretty long and then I hopped off. Peanut Peppers. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Hope all is well. Hello at Voon. And we had Voon this Sunday. She had a family obligation last week. So thank you to everyone that stepped in, tried to help out. I cannot take this any longer. These bangs are growing out, getting on my nerves. I'm about ready to clip them back, folks. Let me see. Can't take them in my face anymore. Oh, when you're growing bangs out, it's horrible. Hello, Chris. That's not too bad. At least it keeps it out of my face. Hello at Free Handy Maid. Pete's Little Homestead. Everybody's saying hello. Gail Southern Living. Hello, Gail. Gail writes me like, oh, my husband's putting a fence up. Hi, Melody. And I'm like, oh, is it a fence for your garden? Hi, Gail. Like, strange. It's funny. If you need an extra mod, Melody, that's no problem, girl. Good to know, because you saw what was going on last week, because my main chick had a family obligation. She wrote me a message on Instagram, speaking of Voon, but I didn't see it till after the fact, so I'm so sorry. But thank you to everyone that pitched out being mods last week. It was kind of crazy. Live went on for almost 3 hours. Looks like you got everything cleaned up from the fur baby attack of the seedlings. Sort of, kind of, I do. And, yeah. Hopefully, let me know if the lights are bothering anyone. If there's any buzzing, tell me in advance. I heard that last week from Michael Sherman, gardening and woodworking, but nobody else was really hearing it. So I don't know. Listen, I'm going to keep it real with these all. I've been out running all day today. And then came in like, I finally got to sit down for like 2 minutes. I didn't even eat yet. And I was going to actually try a Whopper Jr. for the first time since 1994. Never even got a chance to eat it. I look at the, like, wait, that's after 7. I was like, oh my gosh, I had to quick get done. You know, because here's my get up. So I was running around and all day. You know, match my sneaks, peeps. So yeah. But I quick had to come in, you know, brush teeth, wash face and hands, rewash my hair, start all over. You know, freshen up. Chris says, all good, no noise. Good, I hope you keep going that way at Gail Southern Living. What did I miss? Gail, are you not feeling good? Feeling a little bit better. What was the matter? I started thinking last night I was getting sick. I told Miss Judith on the phone last night. I'm like, I don't know. So, last video you guys saw was, well, I'm going to keep it honest with you. So that was sort of the ending to the tilling last Sunday. He was going this way, and I showed the patch that he didn't do, but then he ended up going this way. I literally spent 3 days. Well, I did tell you, he charged $150 to till, but I spent 3 days trying to like level it out, pick up the rocks, extra grass, still not even leveled out. And yeah, so it was just a lot of work 3 days straight here because it was in nicer temperatures. Today the wind was like pushing me down the street because, you know, Jimmy kept saying, put some quarters in your pockets. I'm like, okay, Jim. But yeah, it was a little bit windier today. So what I'm thinking about doing is showing like what is the next step would be to rake it out the best you can and then start putting a bed in. So I hope I'm doing it right. I've never put beds in before, so oi, that's all I can tell you. Living simple. You look wonderful, girl. Nice sneakers. Laugh out loud. Thank you. And now my pants are a little bit bright. I always say this, ladies and gents, if you want to look somewhat presentable in public, but don't feel like getting all whatever. I think, well, I had like a sportier type jacket over this, but I think the sportier look, the active wear look, if that's what you want to call it, because my pants are bright as hell. No shame in my game, but, you know, my pants, they match my sneaks. And then you could run out the door and look like you're put together. But, I mean, I like wearing workout gear. Fever and tummy ache. Oh, Gail, I hope you're feeling better. Work on a Shed Wars project now. Sitting down, still tired. You will not get lost in the dark, Melody. For sure. They're sort of like orangey pink color. But I matched my blue shirt, of course, with my sneaks because that's just how I roll like that. Let's see. Free Handy Maid said working and listening. Thank you. I appreciate it. Weekend RVing. Hello, my friend. Been a hot minute. I guess you noticed I was over on your channel watching some videos. You know, guys, I've been off coffee for the whole entire Lent. We know that, right? Funny story today. So like I said, I don't do fast food. And Jimmy decided to stop at Burger King. And he's like, why don't you just get a Whopper Jr.? I'm like, I haven't eaten a Whopper Jr. since 1994, and it was only because of a pregnancy craving. I still never even got to eat it. I had a couple French fries. So it was like a mocha drink or something that I asked for, and they couldn't comprehend what we were saying. Long story short, they were like, you want mocha? You want caramel? I said caramel. And I'm kind of picky when it comes to that type of thing. And I'm like, oh, I'm probably not going to like it even if it was $1. I took like 2 small sips of it in the car and was like, well, it's pretty good. So we go to start carrying everything in from running around today, and Jimmy drops it on the concrete and he goes, see, that's God telling you shouldn't have had a sip of that. I was like, gosh darn it, I kind of wanted just a little taste. So yeah, good old Jimmy broke it on the concrete. I like the metal sides for your raised beds. The metal Melody. Oh, thank you, Gail. That is galvanized raised metal beds. Someone else asked this question in a comment, asked me where I got them, and Jay got them from Amazon. So That's where you can find them. Hello at Boone, Southern Living, Free Handy Made. So yeah, that was a little bit crazy. Glad to see you in here, Weekend RVing. So just super crazy busy running around food shopping, trying to do this, that, the third, the other. And but you want to see my cute little find I found today? Because Jay got me some honey, and it's in a glass bottle and it's kind of getting sticky. But isn't she cute? Look at how cute. I found it at TJ Maxx today for a whole $3.99. So I'm like, oh my gosh, because, you know, I'm drinking tea, no coffee, for Lent. That's what I gave up. And I thought that was super cute. It's $3. So yeah, now I can put my honey in something and it won't get the outside of the jar all sticky and everything. Everyone's still saying hello. Super, super cute, says Boone. That's awesome. I don't eat sugar. I put pure honey in everything. I never used to be a fan of honey until my circumstances, and I stayed with a neighbor, and I think he shops at Sam's Club, and he had orange blossom, you know, honey. And I put it with some chamomile jasmine tea bag. Oh, that stuff was so good. Jay found orange honey. Just has a different flavor because it's a different brand. But still pretty good. And then in the back, of course, because in my room, my bedroom, in case you still know that, I've always had a Keurig. So I told Miss Judith I was kind of feeling like a little under the weather. I said, oh man, I hope I'm not getting sick. She's like, oh, make a cup of tea or whatever. I did, and it was wildflower, organic honey, unfiltered raw, and I was like squeezing it in there, and I was like, ugh. So I had to add more hot water because it was kind of tasting a little disgusting, but yeah. And then I woke up today, she was right, I felt fine. My body is super sore. I cannot even tell a lie about that. I wish the kid that did the tilling would have raked through it. It would have made my life easier, but yeah, not so much. And then, so I'm going to try to bring you along for the process of what it's like putting these beds together. If you're interested, not putting the beds together, but putting them in. It was suggested to me to dig like a little trench and then put the bed in it and do it that way. And Jimmy's like, no, you don't do it like that. I'm like, yeah, 2 people told me to do it that way. So we were bickering like a little old married couple, me and my roommate, for about a whole 3 minutes. So yeah, we were working on that, and I'm still a little concerned. You know, you have to backfill. They're 8 by 4 by 1. That's the measurements. So hopefully I'm doing it right, because the compost delivery is coming tomorrow, thanks to Jay. I'm just going to keep it real. I thought it was very expensive. We were going to try to do the super soil way, but, you know, he was just like, just order it. But, yeah, so honey and herbal tea is awesome. Well, I've been doing chamomile and jasmine organic tea bags, and I was like, Miss Judith, it's my last tea bag. She's like, nah, it'll make you feel better. So, honest to goodness, by the time I got off the phone with her last night and had like 4 sips of that, I was out cold because I didn't sleep very good Friday night. So, yeah, I fell asleep last night, got some sleep. If anybody doesn't know anyone and you want your links posted, just give a thumbs up and Boone will do it. And Living Simple Homestead, I gave him a wrench in case Boone needs any help, because, you know, last week we had fun last week, didn't we? The live was fun, you know, not a bunch of people right from the gate, but then they all started to come in, and I had a couple people tell me my live was really fun last week. So I'm glad everyone had fun and stuck it out to the end. I did try to get off like 2 or 3 times, and before I knew it, I was like, what, 5 minutes shy, maybe 3 hours? Let's see. Craze Family Homestead. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Did you say Saturday? Sunday. Okay, I was going to say I'm already screwed up from the time zone. Jimmy said he was just getting ready to come get me to let me know. And I'm like, no, it's only 6 something. And I'm like, shoot. I'm never going to make it. I'm going to be late. But hi, Amy. Let's see. We have, is it Kate Tights? Hi, Kate Tights. She says hello. Welcome to Sundays Live, where we just shoot the breeze, talk about gardening stuff, whatever. And my cute little find for a whole $3.99. I said to Jimmy, remember like back in the day, like your parents or your grandparents had like their little thing for their honey? I never had one. So I thought it was adorable and I grabbed that. Let's see. Okay, posting Gales. Did you get any sleep? I know you girls, let me tell you, okay, let's start off this live by me saying I had no idea that Friday was the mock draft for Shed Wars. And I just so happened to get situated and was laying in my bed last night, popped right up on YouTube, mock draft 2, and I was like, oh my God. It was kind of funny though, because I went in and Boone said, hello, Melody. I said, hi, Boone. And she said, you made it. And I was like, oh, did I make it? And she said, no, I didn't mean it that way. Well, how embarrassing. Well, first of all, I'm not on Will It Grow, but I was picked. So that's a yay, by Arkansas Woodcutter, who said, well, my next pick, it was like maybe 3 to the last, I think. He said it's going to be Mallory from Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. And they were like, whoa, wait a second. Her name's Melody. And then John from Will It Grow says, yeah, you mean Melody from Bake a Leg and Let's Shake It. Whether he was just busting my stones or not. But I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. He called me Mallory. But I'm on Shed Wars. I guess I'm a woodchuck. So I was going to do my celebratory video, what my reaction was, but literally had 0 time today, so bear with me with that. Chris's Clever Craft, hello, welcome. How are you? Hi, Bake a Leg, hello. So I don't know, because I feel like my friends are over on Will It Grow's team, and I am now a woodchuck. I'm on Arkansas Woodcutter's team. And then I said to Jimmy like a dum-dum, because I was like half brain dead today. I'm like, wait, what's a woodchuck? So you'll see my reaction video sometime soon, but that's exciting. But I don't know if Muddy Boots is on Will It Grow's team. I don't know, but I do feel like people that I'm very friendly with, like my girl Boone, of course, Will It Grow got her. So I'm a woodcutter with you. Oh, yay. Good. So is Simply Jen. So that's good. And that's Chris's Clever Craft, who just said he is a woodcutter too. So what do we call ourselves? Woodchucks or woodcutters? Who are we? Because remember, this is my first time and I'm new at this whole thing. So you get to smack talk me, Melody. Well, here we go. I'm just concerned, honestly. No, Gail, would be cool. Let's see. Unless you smack talk me. But I gotta, how do I say this? Should I say when Boone was talking me into joining Shed Wars, I was like, well, what's it about? What do you do? Da, 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 da. I get it. You teach people how to grow, so forth and so on. And then you kind of bust chops. I noticed Yellow House on the Hill, who I had the incident with for my 100 subscribers, is on someone's team. So imagine if they're on Will It Grow and then they come at me. Ooh, that's going to be quite interesting. I'm going to keep it as nice and friendly as possible, but hopefully they'll decide to go, pick on someone else. But yeah, they're on Shed Wars, which is odd, but yeah, so that should be interesting. And then I thought, oh, Boone's against me. How am I going to talk some smack on Boone? How do you do that? I don't know. I guess I'll have to learn from you second years. How do you like that line on how to kind of do that? You don't have to smack talk. It's not a requirement. Now, really, because everybody else told me that it was, but you do it in a very respectable, like batter swing type of mechanism. I'm not going to lie. Uh, I do think Willow Grow kind of like said, well, I'm going to pick so and so because they're from New Jersey. I'm like, he passed me up. I'm in Pennsylvania. How dare he? So I said, oh, it's on like Donkey Kong. And then Arkansas Woodcutter saw it and he just started laughing about that. But yeah. So it should be interesting. My sissy-in-law Gail is on Will It Grow. We are now house divided. Whoa, I read a couple people's comments. I don't know if the rest of you saw that last night that said Shed Wars really came in between some friendships last year and some relationships. So I saw that, and then I just wrote, hopefully we're teaching people something, and let's just keep it fun and as loving as possible. I mean, don't come at me, I won't come at you, but I'm also Irish, so look out. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, all my friends are on the opposite team, and he won it from like a certain sector initially, and he passed over the Pennsylvania woman. Huh. So, Muddy Boots is on Will It Grow at Big Lake. Yeah, but you know what? Muddy Boots wrote me originally and said, oh, sis, we're on the same team. And then he must have realized, and he goes, oh, sis, I'm coming at you. And I was like, oh, great, here we go. So I even have Muddy Boots that's going to come after me. I told the Vineyard chicks we are all on the same team. I'm not good to smack talk. Well, free-handedly made, depends on how you mean that. I just don't want to get my feathers ruffled. They say Will It Grow, he told me he's going to come after me. So I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So we'll be smack talking each other. I just don't want to smack talk people that I generally care about. How are the beds coming along? Slowly, Chris. Literally, slowly, because 3 days was just, and I didn't really make a dent. 3 days was like raking and picking up rocks and clumps of grass. And so out of 8 beds, there's 2 done, and the mulch is coming tomorrow. Thanks again to Jay. It was very expensive, folks. I don't even think you want to know the price of that. Not mulch, compost. But it's broken down leaves, sticks type of compost. It's over a year old. So I've been trying to ask around, can you just plant in straight compost? AFK says Boone. What's that mean? Chris says, nice. You have to look at each step and not, hold on, let me back that up. And not the whole, wait. You have to look at each step and not the whole. You did a lot. Oh, I know. Chris is clever craft, and that's how it gets done. I know, but like I had a previous injury. I want to say maybe it was 8 or 9 years ago on my shoulder. It was a torn rotator cuff. They wanted surgery, la 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 la. I didn't want to do it. My cousin had it done, and they ended up with 8 more surgeries and literally told me not to do it. My shoulder blades and my lower back is killing me. Literally killing me. But Jimmy did offer to help yesterday. But one of the beds that were done, he moved. So we had to redo it. And I'm like, what did you do that for? So we were bickering just a little bit. But yeah, nothing major. And then we got the other bed done, raked up some more. Now where it's at, the beds are laid out. Kind of where I think they're going to go. And now I just have to get the rest of them in. So I know a little each day, but I'm just doing so much, like trying to watch these babies. I have other things to plant. Met the neighbor next door. I was bent down near the fence. This is kind of funny story. I'll tell you real quick. I forget what her name is. Again, and Jimmy told me it. Plus she introduced herself. I was bent down raking up some, I call them pricky balls that fall from their tree. Was raking up and whatever. And suddenly she came through the hedges and was like, hi. And I was like, oh, hi, how are you? She introduced herself. I introduced myself, and she had a tray. Oh, I was so impressed. I'm like, yes, I got a gardener next door. But I said to her I was going to take a video just to show people because I'm all about like, be original. You can't eat the grass. They have one son that's in college and it was like his playhouse and they turned it into like a little smaller garden. Super cute. I said, yeah, I didn't want to be video recording over your fence, but I thought that was the original idea. She's like, no, you can. Oh, she was so sweet. She's got beets growing. She asked me if I wanted some beets. I said I didn't even get that far. Because, if you saw my thing, the dogs demolished when we were out there last Sunday. Pretty much this whole area. And things that were on the bottom shelf. I just showed you kind of like a cleaned up version of it, but it was a hot mess. Chris will tell you I was ticked. But what are you going to do? I mean, poop happens, right? So I tried to recover some things, and some things didn't recover, but it's okay. My dogs, I don't know why my dogs would get involved with that. They're used to seeing a shelf near like the patio door, but I don't know. Maybe it was the machinery that was out back in the yard. I have no clue. But anyway, it's all tilled. 2 beds are down. We were planning on doing more today, but we got tied up. Had some errands we had to do, and it's a little bit colder today. Literally, it's the wind. And I'm gaining weight. Jimmy finally changed the batteries in his scale, and I think it said I'm 111.2. But it was pushing me. And it pushed me up the walkway here, too. And I'm like, Jim, did you see that? He's like, yeah, you need something to weigh you down. So I'm not sure about the weather for tomorrow, but I have to be out there. I wanted to lay a tarp tonight for this delivery. It's going to be, I think they're using a smaller truck for the compost delivery. It's no chicken manure. It's no like cow manure. It's nothing like that. It's sort of like, correct me if I say it wrong, I'm not perfect, horticultural. It's sort of like that, but it's broken down. My beds aren't high enough to go the full way of throwing like some logs and sticks in there. So the compost is that. So yeah. Let's see. Living Simple Homes said myself rose up, aka away from keyboard. One day at a time, says Chris. If you build it, the plants will grow. We are all still friends. We are just on different teams. Amen, Gail. I'm just going back to see if I missed anything. Glad everything is coming along. I'll have fun, but I am concerned on learning and making sure I have some sort of harvest for weighing in. You will do fine. That's what kind of baffled me. I don't really care what order I was picked, but it was getting down to the end, and I'm like, I mean, Boone will tell you, if you were following my channel or you're new here, my hauls are pretty good. So my birthday is on Easter, and I think Jimmy, well, I don't think it. I kind of said, oh, I know what I wanted. I want to get into sourdough bread making, and it's the long basket, the oval basket, the scraper, the scorer, and it comes with a food scale. I don't know if that food scale is going to work for weighing in the amount of stuff that I pick. I mean, boom, it's tablefuls. So I don't know if somebody can recommend a different type of scale, or how are you guys weighing your food? That's going to be interesting to me. Let's see. Southern Woodworking Homestead. Hello. Welcome. Saying hello to Gail. Yes, my brother and I were getting a little worried. Wait, did I miss something? Getting a little worried about what? Hello, Ed. Southern Woodworking Homestead. 41 tomorrow, says Chris. That's the temperature. Okay, that's a link being dropped. Hello, Gail. Yes, my brother and I were getting a little worried. I read that. Hello, it's Southern Woodworking Homestead. Boone. Chris, Clevercraft, why are you worried? Yeah, that's what I wanted to know too. Everybody's still saying hello. we weren't getting picked. Oh yeah, like towards the end, but I'm thinking me of all people, you know. But you could see the look on Willow Grove's face. He was like, after the whole mistake of calling me Mallory, and Arkansas would no Homestead Aquarius was like, whoa, 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 hold up a second. It's Melody. And then that's when Willow Grove said, oh, yeah, Melody from Bake a Leg and Let's Shake It. But I know he was playing there. He seemed a little shocked, like, and he was saying that, like, oh, she's still on the list. I'm surprised she wasn't picked up sooner. So, yeah, I was a little surprised too, but that's okay because I tend to grow a lot. And so my weigh-in should be good in that matter. And I'm just all about trying to help people. So I'm hoping to just have fun. That's the best way I can say it. Chris Clevercraft, I was worried too. Hello, Living Simple Homestead and Outdoors. If it's going a little like this, I promise it's not me. It's this app. Hello, Proud Mom. How are you? Hey, Boone, how are you doing? From Proud Mom. Let me move this back a tad because I don't want it to keep doing that. And if it's bothering you, let me know. I'll turn the grow lights off. I'm good. I hope you are too. At Proud Mom, 1966. Boone, I thought of you today when I was going through like my freezer. I'm like, man, I'm going to have to pull out that gift that Boone got me and start pressure canning some stuff. But I didn't because me and Proud Mom spoke. We'll just call it via phone the other day. And she asked me if I got any jars and I said no. So I had to get my hands on some jars. You know, half pints, pints, and quarts, probably, I would say. It's good and clear and sounds good, Melody. Thank you. I appreciate that. Living Simple. Yeah, so, I don't know. It's just been like go, go, go all week. Well, since last Sunday, it's just been go, 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 go. I did grab something a little weird, but I'm just going to keep it, I guess, real with y'all. I went to Aldi's today because I've been thinking about a pair of muck boots, but I went online. They're like not cheap. They're like anywhere from like 50 on up. And you ever get that feeling you walk in a store and you're like, oh, I should have got them. I made Jimmy Park. I'm like, I'm just going to go in and get them. The problem I'm having with these is I'm usually a size 7. These are a 7, and they're a little bit big on me. But do you want to see what I picked out today? Well, besides my honeybee to hold my honey for the new bees that came in, I think it's just adorably cute. But I grabbed these today. Tell me what y'all think. Hold on, let me grab them. What do you think? They're black with the daisies on them, so I'm like, well, if I have to wear thicker socks or something, but they're a little big. But listen, for $14.99, I couldn't pass it up, literally. So they're by Sierra, Serra. So, and they look like they're fitting a little tight on the girl's leg, but I have some twigs for some legs. And I don't know if that's what's doing it. You can wear these in the mud or the rain, you know, whatever. So do you like them? I grabbed them for $14.99. And then I said if I have to, I'll just wear longer socks or slipper socks or something. Because unfortunately, they didn't have a 6.5. It went 7. And then they had like 3 other pairs and they were like a 10. And that would never fit me. So I really wanted a pair of muck boots. And the back has like a yellow stripe with the daisies. So I thought that was cute. But yeah, that's what I grabbed. So that, you know, if it gets sloppy crazy out there because the grass was torn up and it turns into like a mud pit, I could have something other than the winter boots that Miss Judith got me. They're like covered in like dust dirt now, if you know what I'm saying. And I didn't want to ruin them. I'm going to wash them up, but I wanted something that can, you know. But I don't think these are the right ones. I wanted like the gardening boots that a lot of people wear. Or like, you know, I see on like Instagram. But they're still cute. You can't beat it, right? For $14.99, Boone. Put on 3 pairs of socks, Chris says. Oh yes, that was so sweet of Boone to buy you that. I know, wasn't it? Now I'm just worried, like, I'm getting over trying to be intimidated by it. I'm still so blown away that she got me that, and thank God she did, because I'm growing a lot this year and there's a lot of things you can't water bath can. So what a blessing that was. Love Boone to death. She so did not have to do that, but I greatly appreciate it. Now I'm just sweating the factor that I need some cases of like jars, because I'm in Pennsylvania and it's just a little nuts here. So anyway, Chris says put on 3 pairs of socks. Boone says super cute. Proud Mom says I love them. Cute boots. Great price on the boots. I know, but I think they're not like really like muck boots. I think they're more like rain boots, but I mean, they should do the trick, right? They feel a little heavy too, and I got some skinny legs, but yeah, I don't know. I was like, oh, they're daisies, they're black. Yeah, why not? And then I was like, nah, you know, and then I left and we put stuff in the vehicle and I was like, pull me up to the front door. Because it's the last pair of 7s, and if I get all the way home, I'm going to be mad at myself that I didn't grab them. So I grabbed them with some combos, and I got myself a cherry almond. I like Jergens. I grabbed cherry almond just for my hands because I'm dealing with a lot of dirt right now. And it smells amazing. Great price. Just paying it forward. I know, girl. I hope to be able to pay it forward for sure. So, because, you know, money-wise, let's just put it that way. I try to do other things to be helpful for now. And, you know, whether it's showing love or telling people to subscribe to other people's channels. Like last live was fun, and it was just, I don't know, it was just fun. And, yeah, I want to be able to pay it forward. I don't care what it is, to be honest with you. But I absolutely love the factor. It's down the basement right now. It's not even out of the box. But I was putting stuff in this freezer. We have a freezer box over, wait, my finger's not going right, over there. And then freezer on the refrigerator. Its refrigerator is not as big as mine. And then a big freezer box downstairs. So, and Jimmy wanted me to pick them up. There's like 2 or 3 different kinds of pizzas at Aldi's, and they're not bad. So Jimmy asked me if I'd pick them up pizza, and I did. And then I was like, Jim, there's already pizza in there. Now I just bought 3 more. So I had to squeeze them all along with my, how many did I get? 3 vanilla ice creams and, no, maybe 4 vanilla ice creams and 4 chocolate ice creams because of the protein that I drink. So, anyhow, that's a wonderful thing, Melody. Yeah, so, I always try to like to clean things out before you have to run out, go food shop. And we were going to go to ShopRite. And then last night I was so beat. Like my neck's hurting, between my shoulders are hurting. I'm just hurting. I need like a massage ASAP. And that was really the truth. I went in the back like, well, I'm just going to sit down and chill for a minute. And I'm going to hop a shower. And that's when I saw the, you know, the draft and was like, oh crap, I missed it. But I figured either way, if I made it or didn't make it, Voon would let me know that. Because that is my main girl who gives me all the info. So I'm sure she would have hit me up on Instagram and told me if I made it or not. I just thought it was funny because when I got in there, she was like, you made it? And I'm like, I did? She's like, no, you made it to the draft. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I was picked close to like, what, the last 3 at the bottom? Does it really matter? Boom was probably picked first on Friday. I didn't see any of Fridays and made it for maybe half of Saturdays. So I'm just glad that I was like, oh, I'm so sore. I just need to lay flat for a second, click on the TV before I go to take a hot shower, and bingo bango, there was the draft. So glad I caught it. And I guess I'm a woodchuck. So yeah, I'll have that video on what my response was when I got picked, besides me scaring the crap out of Jimmy. But yeah, I'm going to do that and just not put Shed Wars in the title. And then what else do I have coming up? I mean, I don't know if I should take this raised bed situation to the next step. You know, like, okay, the ground was tilled. The next thing you do, you would be raking through it. It has a lot of rocks. See, that's the problem. It took 2 of us to get the trash can out back to put it out to the street for the trash people tomorrow, because it's that stinking heavy. There was a lot of rocks, and it's the whole middle and all still needs to be leveled out. But we have the beds just sitting there in the order I think they're going in. Jimmy's like, shoot, we should have taken a picture. You know, you think you have it. I think what's throwing me off is there's going to be 2 beds in the back, but not towards the fence, because it kind of goes like this and it runs flat. So it could get washed away because of the way the water runs. So they were pulled up a little closer. So the beds may be looking a little close together, but I gave myself 360 degrees around each bed and a walkway. So I think that's how you're supposed to do it. So hopefully I'm doing it right, and I will try to do some videos on it. Simply Jen. I was so excited to find out that Simply Jen was on Arkansas Woodcutter. I'm like, amen. Thank God I know somebody, because at the time I didn't know anybody else. Save something for your Gladiator Challenge video. I thought the Gladiator Challenge video was going to be to grow celery. I'll be over in 10 minutes. Really? That's Jay. He said I'll be over in 10 minutes. Huh. Okay. And everybody said hello to Jay. Proud Mom. Simply Jen saying hello. Go Team Woodcutter. I know. Did you see when he was laughing? Like, they were still talking. And Arkansas Woodcutter was like, ah, that's hilarious. I saw that. Just wanted to make sure that you knew I saw it. It's on like Donkey Kong. Yeah, that was me, because I said that. Because I'm a little salty. Not really. Little disappointed, maybe. Figuring I would get Will It Grow. But I don't know if I really wanted to be on his team, because we're kind of on the same... I'm just going to say hemisphere, even though it's not really said like that. Considering he picked up somebody from Jersey. I'm a Pennsylvania gal. But he bypassed me. Now he's going to come probably charging after me to pick on me. And I think that was my other reason why I was like, let me go and Will It Grow. But I'm fine. I'm fine at where I'm at. I'm just glad to be in it. I'm excited. And I was like so nervous at the same time, because I think I was like naive. Once you did the video, I just thought you were in it or whatever. I learn as I go, because usually I have very nice people that, you know, walk me along like Boone. Hello at Jay Schwartz, says Boone. Simply Jen, 1966. Go Team Woodcutter. How is that 1994 Whopper Jr.? There's not. I've already just said that. I don't really do fast food, people. So let's say that again. And I already did say that Jimmy stopped at Burger King, and he was like, well, at least get a Whopper Jr. I'm like, Jim, I haven't had a Whopper Jr. since 1994. And it was just a pregnancy craving with my firstborn son, Johnny, and he's now 26. I had him in 1995, so. Massage. Oh. Funny. Jay says massage. Yeah, I'm hurting. I'm a hurting puppy. Different challenge. Time stamped it on Saturday video in the comments. Crazy Family Homestead. They were first starting to talk about something to cook. They were kind of bouncing around. So what is the actual challenge? Boone, do you know? Like, we already have something we have to do. Well, wait, I did write it down. My book is in the back. What is it? Oh my goodness, it's right there and I can't think of it. A message would be, a massage would be pretty good. Oh, sorry, Living Simple. Everybody's still saying hello. Something different or good that you might be doing for spring, I guess it is. It's something like that. I just forget the word that he used. I have an idea. Thanks, Amy. Good idea. What did Amy say? Different challenges. I timestamped. Okay, I did read that. But no, they said it out loud. I just can't think. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, there you go. I just slid all the comments away. I was like, no, what did I do? I think for something new for me. For I think the challenge that I saw, is probably going to be the raised beds. I've never put them in before, and I said to Jimmy, you know the good thing about putting these raised beds in? Do you know what the good thing is about putting these raised beds in? And he said, no. I said, never have to put them in again. I mean, and I literally told him I would not want to do this for a living. Because one, I'm a little clueless, and two, it's not as easy as it looks. Cooking was for Southern Hemisphere. Okay. But you all know what I'm kind of talking about. It was, because don't make me have to leave in front of the screen again to go to the back. I wrote it down in my notebook with a Sharpie. But, you know, something that you're doing, it's different. Or, because they were talking about Muddy Boots' greenhouse or his chicken coop. Like, a lot of people already know how to do that. So, I was just assuming maybe I could do it with raised beds, because I am as new as they come with raised beds. So, raised beds are great for not having to always bend over, killing your back. Yeah, well, they're 8x4x1. I think it's the right measurements, and they're higher up than what I was dealing with at the community garden center for sure. But it's just all this lifting and raking and trying to shovel up, you know, the loose stuff that's coming up. Someone left me a comment, was like, oh, you didn't even have to till. You could have just, I think it was like cardboarded or whatever. But Jimmy wanted it tilled, so that's the way we went. Living simple, homestead, outdoors, high. So yeah, it was kind of nice here a couple days this week. One was like in the 70s, and we had like, I think 2 that was in the 60s. Today it's 50 some degrees, but the wind chill, it's making it chilly willy. So yeah, just like I even said to Jimmy looking at the kitchen, I'm like, ugh, like I just feel like I want to clean the kitchen. I was kind of on a roll after I got back from the store. And then, I don't know, Jimmy's such a sweetheart. I said to him, I want to tell you something, Jim. And he said, what's that? I said, do I seem grateful to you? And he's like, what do you mean? I said, do I seem appreciative? And he was like, yeah. I said, well, I just wanted to say thank you again. I mean, it doesn't matter if me and Jimmy bicker. Like, Jay says that we're like a great married, well, we're like a married couple. How does he say it? Because if I don't say the words exactly right, I'll be reprimanded. Jimmy's got a good woman to cook and clean for him and have everything done. And it's like you are a married couple, less the SCX. So it's kind of true, but yeah. So I don't know. I just was thinking alone in the kitchen today and was just like, I wonder if Jimmy thinks like I'm ungrateful, because I'm not ungrateful to anything, even like what Jay's doing. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if he wants me to put it out there, but it's just a crazy number, folks. Crazy. And then I'm trying to get research, like, can you, and I asked the 2 guys from the farm, can you plant and straight compost? They're like, yeah. I Googled it just for the heck of it, and it said no. So I'm like, can somebody help me out here? I don't care if I have to do it cheaper, like, not like, well, yeah, like a knockoff potting soil. I was thinking more like topsoil and then put some peat moss in there or whatever, but yeah. So one bed has cardboard down on it, but I am going to bring these along for the steps, but I'm just not sure. But the Max, I was in there live and I straight out asked my question. I said, it's broken down leaves, broken down sticks. It's over a year old. It's straight compost. Can I plant it? And he said, yeah, absolutely. Can add a little bit of soil to that. And then he just went into never put like, you know, cow manure or chicken, which I already knew that because it'll burn your plants. But he said yes too. So I don't know. Let's see. A living simple homestead and outdoors. Simply John Homestead is saying hello. Amy, do you have Mark's number 27 pick or the list? I watched Johnny Boy's video replay, but it cut out. I have a list, Jan, says Gail. Yeah, I kind of would like to know if somebody can email me. I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this, but just the people that are on, I guess, the team that I'm on, because I don't really know everyone. Um, I guess you probably should know who's on Willow Grove besides like Gail, Boone, Muddy Boots. Oh, even Tony from, oh my gosh, hold on, Walsh Farms. He's even on Willow Grove. I'm like, what the heck? 27 Hickory Croft Farm. Are you going to plant lots of potatoes, Mel? Well, I wasn't going to do potatoes at all, to be quite honest with you, because the strip that I wanted to do it in was going to be like in ground, but that's where the water runs off to, even though it's flat there. So it's probably not a good idea. I did see grow bags. I have them in my Amazon cart because they're inexpensive. If I get them, then yes, I'm probably going to show people how to do potatoes either in some type of a big bucket or preferably the grow bags because it does the water better. I grew potatoes very close to my side garden in the mulch near my neighbors, and I got like a 10, 11 pound bag when I first started YouTube and didn't know what I was doing. I thought it was like, I don't know, it just was appealing to be pulling them out of the ground. So I do have some potato starts. I don't have any potato slips for sweet potatoes. You know, I've learned about the sweet potatoes from that 1870s homestead, of how many vitamins are in a sweet potato. It's just unbelievable. It pretty much meets your whole daily allowance of what you need, you know, to have in your body. And I thought about it, but I'm going to be too late. And I now have no onions. Zero onions. Where's Castle Hives when I need them? Because I need some onions because, yeah, I have none because of what the dogs did. Gail, will you please send me the list? Says Simply Jen. So, yeah. And I did go over and I voted for the new sheriff in town. Bobby Behead, is that his name? I did vote for him. And I made a smart alecky comment under Willow Grove's thing, and I was like, yeah, I'm voting for Mr. I like Behead because you're just a little too cocky or something, like a little too confident and a little too cocky. So he's going to come at me for sure. But it should be fun. If I can teach, I don't know, something from my garden, I'm hoping with the new beds, the new situation that I'm in, and the soil, the compost, hopefully it is a very, very good gardening season. I was so bored of raking and picking up rocks like for 3 days that I did like an oval little thing in the back corner, and I put like a couple rocks around it. I had to plant something in the dirt. I planted a couple zinnias. It might be a little too early, but that's okay. I planted them anyway because I just was bored and I wanted to put some type of a seed in the ground. Love sweet potato fries with the chipotle sauce dip. I haven't had it with the chipotle sauce dip, but I have had it with the mustard. What the heck? The honey mustard. And they are really good. So good. But I don't know if my local, like Home Depot or somebody, would have sweet potato slips. I don't know. I'm not going to grow like an astronomical amount. But if you're not subscribed to that 1870s homestead, let me say this again. You should be. She preserves a lot. And she did this thing with her sweet potatoes this year. So she had them to the front, but last year's sweet potatoes were behind it. They were two seasons old, and she was saying they held up great. And she's like, "Well, let's clean one up and let's cook it and let's see what it tastes like after 2 years." She said it slightly lost its taste, like its sweetness, but just by a hair. She said it is definitely something that will keep and preserve really well as sweet potatoes. So I learned that from her. I can't eat them without the chipotle. goes so good together. Is it Chipotle like sauce you make or you buy it? Because I don't have any. Okay, what is this AFK? And then Jen says yes. Secret code we're doing, I guess, about the mock draft. But so multiple people said, don't forget you're going to have to amend, the soil, which I knew that anyway. Even with the compost, I kind of knew some amendments were going to have to go in there. So that's probably the only thing I'm really nervous about is new beds, new soil. I don't have to worry about Trin getting in the beds because I think she's afraid of the beds. And I did a quick tip that'll probably be out. I didn't post anything today because I was that busy. But under the gardening tips and tricks, I have a video coming out about you should have a fan. She won't even walk in the dining room if the fan's on. So Jimmy's dog is very scared. I make mine from scratch, but you can buy it in the grocery store already made to Mel Chipotle. I'll have to look for that. Yeah, I've only ever I've made them homemade, but I've only ever liked the what is it? The honey mustard sauce. I like that a lot. Oh, AFK equals away from keyboard. Well, normally if Boone has to step away, she'll just say I'm stepping away or I'm getting a cup of coffee, so that's something new. Simply Jen says, thank you, Gail. So yeah, so there'll be a video out on the next little trick or tip, about having a fan when you have plants. AFK means away from keyboard, listening, but can't type. It lets other mods know to keep an eye out for the trolls at Bake a Leg and Let's Take It Home. Thank you, Voon, for explaining that to me. I didn't know that. You know me, I don't mod. Thank God I have really good moderators. Like I said, Boon's my main moderator. And she was busy last week, and I think Terry from Organic World Roots Farm came in, and I was just like, she's like, I can post a link for you if you want. I'm like, okay. So I just made her a mod, for temporary, but you want to really be careful and make sure you trust the people that you make a mod. So that's the privilege. And Voon is amazing. And I meant that at Living Simple Outdoors. I'm here, girl. Get yourself a tea. Yeah, I think normally it's like, what is Voon? You usually will go make a coffee, won't you? And whenever she says it, I'm like, go make me one. But yeah, no coffee still, just tea bags. And, I still have seedlings I have to plant. That's how busy I am. I still have seedlings I have to plant. I think what really threw me off this year is really doing those 2 seed vault bags. There's just so many. Shelves are like full. I just put a cookie sheet all the way up there at the top. Look at this. I'm gonna lean you forward. Wait, let me bring you closer before I go to... Okay. All kale is in the one cookie sheet, and the other one is empty because I am going to have to put some other tomato plants on top of there. And I don't even have my green peppers yet, like my California Wonder Bells. I have to do them. So it's just kind of been crazy. Go Boone, great job. I know she's like the best. Unlike me, I have only had 1 cup of coffee today. Well, initially I was having some chest pain, so let me give you an update on that, which is kind of what started. I was like, let me have no coffee, see if that's doing this or whatever's going on, and it wasn't. And then I knew I was okay. I wasn't getting like bad migraines because I'm a migraine sufferer. I'm just going to stay off coffee for Lent. And that's basically what I did, and I'm proud of myself. I gave that part up, but I learned something new today, Gail. Southern Living. Like what? And then yesterday, I was saying to Jimmy, like, oh, I kind of really feel like I could go for a cup of coffee. So a little bit longer, and then I can have a cup of coffee. But I'm sure some of my friends and family are kind of shocked at the factor. Me, no coffee. but I'm only a 1 hot cup in the morning, and then I like some form. It used to be like every single day, no lie. I had to have some type of a frozen coffee. I didn't care if it was winter snow on the ground. I didn't care if it was fattening. It's good. Um, but then once I started moving around and I was suffering those headaches, I had one just to help with the headaches, and then I wouldn't have another one for like a while, which is probably why I was able to do this quite well this time around and just go cold turkey on coffee. Go Melody for not smoking and drinking coffee. Well, I'm vaping a little bit, that I am doing. But anyway, we were talking coffee, Chris. Needless to say, what's the update? I kind of agree with my friend. I'm not going to mention any names. It was well over a week, and I didn't hear a peep out of anyone about my blood results. And it was suggested for me to give them a call, and then I couldn't get through, and then I got them on the horn. And it was just awkward. I was said, "Hi, I'm Melody. Do you have my blood results in?" And she's like, "Did you get it done here?" And I'm like, "Yes." And she's like, "Yeah, we have them." And it was like this awkward silence. And I'm like, "Well, I'm assuming if something was wrong, the doctor would call." And she said, "Oh, yeah." I said, "So is she going to call?" And she said, "No, but your chart's on her desk." And that was just, I don't know, I guess receptionist, somebody that works there at the front that did that. And then the next morning she called, and this is a little shocking to me, but I think I pinpointed it today. They did call on Friday, asked for me, got on the phone. I think it could have just very well have been the receptionist because I didn't ask for the numbers, but she said, "Your cholesterol is up by a little bit. It's not astronomical. It's not anything crazy, but it's up by a little bit. Doctor wants you to do a cardiologist workup." I guess that means go to a cardiologist. But Jimmy said today, like, "Well, how high up was the number?" I'm like, "I don't even know." And he's like, "I guarantee you it's not up by much." And Melody, you're doing like 30, what did he say? Because I don't remember. If Jay's on here, he'll know it. I'm doing a lot of calories in a protein drink, and I think that that might be pushing it up there a little bit. It also could be the factor. I don't really use a lot of salt. I'll use a tiny bit of salt when I'm cooking, kosher salt, Himalayan salt, whatever. Jimmy likes the salt shaker at the table, and I think it's starting to, I'm picking up the salt shaker. Because you're not going to get me off the protein. I am not at the weight that I want to be yet. So, I mean, it could. But I think it's probably only like slim pickings with the numbers. So I'm not even fretting it. I already bought things today to help that. I did my own research, and it said Cheerios with a banana in it. Apple. I don't like apples with the skin on it, but apples. I got an organic type of like healthy cereal. I got a lot of fruits and like greens because I like my greens. So I don't know. I'm going to call back on Monday and say I want to know what the numbers are. So, because it can't be astronomical. I'm sitting here. This is like making me crazy. Look at how dry my parsley is. My Italian leaf parsley is going crazy. It might need to be up-potted again. But it was sitting here with the light beaming on it, and it needs some water. I don't know how to say it. Don't want to butcher anybody's name, but Memo Jungles 238. What are you growing in the back? All types of garden vegetables, tomatoes, peppers, herbs, eggplants. Yeah, that's what I'm growing in the back there. There's 2 shelves. There's that over there. They're just completely full. But yeah, hello and welcome. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Memo Jungles 238. So yeah. Oh, and some kale too, because I have the kale. It's up at the top shelf, right up there. So I'm running out of room, folks. I think I'm gonna have. They seem small. Just started, question mark. They seem small. Some I did. I'm doing them in different phases so that I can succession plant. So I wouldn't say for, what are we in? March? I wouldn't say we're small. I would say we're right around schedule. Pretty gosh darn good. These are Dr. Winchie's tomatoes. On this shelf right here, if you can see this, and I have to keep that in this back. This shelf right here is all like jalapenos, serrano chilies. They're getting really big. But yeah, these are Dr. Winchie's and they look pretty good. Might have to up pot them again, but we'll see what happens. So I do have some smaller ones because I grew things at different times. Because Memo said they seem small. Some are. And Boone says, awesome. Thank you, Boone. Let me put these back. You can see my bright things going on. Let me see what else I could show you. So that is Dr. Winchie's. If you want to see small, I'm going to show you small. Look at how small this is. It's like a little hair. Can you see that? That is an Aunt Molly's ground cherry. Limited amount of seeds. None of the rest germinated. But I have at least this one baby. Do you use some special soil? Now, this year I went different. And I use seedling soil. And then when I up pot them, I just use potting soil. Let me try to show you. Look at these jalapenos, folks. This one's starting to get a little, so I'm going to have to up pot that one. But this is a jalapeno gigantea pepper right there. I know it'll be backwards for you guys. And here's another jalapeno. So yeah, they're ready to get more soil put on there, push them down, because the peppers are getting pretty big. My serrano, I think I only got one. Let me see. I was glad my serrano made it because a lot didn't germinate, but they're doing all right. I just got to top them off with some soil. So this whole cookie sheet is just nothing but peppers. But none of my Wonder Bells or anything like that are even planted yet. I mean, they germinated, but if you want to see small, that was the ground cherry I just showed you. This is a day-tilled pepper from Baker Creek. Never grew it before. I have no idea. But look at how tiny it is. That's tiny. And then this is a Hungarian yellow sweet pepper. That was a baby. That's doing good. So yeah, been busy. You have to remember too, I'm supplementing light from the window and I'm using grow lights. So that's what's going on back there. Lots. And the beefsteak tomatoes. Is that what this whole tray is, I think? No, this is a homestead tomato. Ooh, look at the roots on this bad boy. Look at the roots in that one. You can already see the roots. And this is a homesteader's tomato. And you can obviously see the roots are doing good. So some things are working out well. And some things are a little bit smaller, but that's okay because I planned a concession. So, well, good luck with your hobby. I hope it will bear fruit. Yeah, it should do fine. It's not my first time gardening. It's just, I don't know, some things are taking a little bit longer than usual, but I'm not really in a major rush anyway, even though Shed Wars is starting. There's other things I can grow until these babies get a little bit more mature. But thank you. It should work out fine. I'm trying to have a positive attitude. You know. I'll be right back. Bathroom says Living Simple Homestead. You do that. Right back. Grabbing water. That's over here because that's making me nuts. I keep looking at that. But yeah, I didn't start my spinach yet. I have spinach still to do, but that was the neighbor. The neighbor was offering me spinach, red beets, all kinds of stuff. Melody, it's Melody is quite the experienced gardener. Oh, Boone, that's so super sweet. I mean, I've been gardening a long time. You all know that for years and years. I'm just new in the seed part, you know. So, my plant, only because it's bothering me, it's going to get a little of my Essentia water because that soil is so dry. And that's the video I did. We all tend to seem to coddle our babies, don't we? Our baby plants. And it's like sometimes you can run into overwatering them. And that's why I did the video. If you're not sure, like you could pick it up. It feels light like this feels light. You know, you just check them out. Stick your finger in it. Like some of these feel kind of light. And I'm thinking some of these are definitely going to need more soil in the inside of these cups. The true leaves are on there. I could fill the dirt all the way like up to there if I wanted to in this cup. But I don't know if I'm going to transplant into the big red solo cups because, you know, well, the ones I have 18 ounces. Yeah, I'd probably have to get another bag of soil. So that would be a run to Home Depot. That's what I was supposed to do today. But again, somebody didn't want to stop. CJM Farms, hello everybody with 3 thumbs up. That is an amazing setup. Thank you. I'll move out of the way so you can somewhat see. I know it's a mess. The one shelf on the left is mine, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves. It's all full except for like a little corner, like a little spot this big. The other one Jay had, and he loaned me, and that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves. And I'm now moving up to the very top. And the bottom has some eggplants at the bottom, but I didn't get to the bottom as far as organizing it. There's just eggplants sitting down there. Let me show you. I'm using everything under the sun I can get my hands on. As soon as I have like a free minute to do something, I just keep up potting. These are all Corvo di Toro red and yellow peppers. And it's on like a little teeny tiny cookie sheet. That was like, I guess Jimmy's mom's old cookie sheet. I hope you can see in there. But I'm literally using everything just to fit it all. And I have like 1, 2. I mean, if you want to be technical, probably 2 full that I have to still transplant. So I need some help. Proud Mom says hello. It's CJM Farms. Hello, welcome. What are you growing this year? Okay, I'm determined. I did say I wanted to do some new things outside of what I normally do. Red beets was one of them because they kind of don't like me. And onions was something new I was going to do from seed, but the 3 dogs ran through them. Forget it. Like the Walla Walla and all that, they're toast. I mean, there's nothing left. I'm growing leeks, spinach, red beets, some collard greens. Well, I don't know. I think I have mustard greens and collard greens. I'm growing lots of flowers, growing lots of peppers, tomatoes, eggplants, kale, a bunch of different herbs. And yeah, I mean, it's like an endless list. But I'm growing some Abe Lincoln tomatoes as well. I don't know if you've ever had an Abe Lincoln tomato, but I did last year. Amazing. Very amazing. So what I did a video on, like the hot pepper seeds, what did I pick from? The sweet peppers, what did I pick from? And I didn't like my tomato video. I just looked like crap. I just never uploaded it. So no one really knows how many tomatoes I really planted. I should probably do a video on it. Where you pick out X amount of tomatoes that you want to grow and what are you leaving out of the mix. Sort of like my 2 pepper videos. And I just never posted that video. But I'm growing quite an assortment of tomatoes. I feel like I'm behind the ball this year. There's, let me get closer. still there. Feet of snow up at CJM Farms. I guess that would kind of stop anybody, but do you do them in the house at all? Or do you just do everything in ground? I know farms tend to do it differently. That's why I'm not worried about a comment of like, well, they look small. Because I'll give you a prime example, and I did this. These are all going to think I'm nuts and lost my mind. Except for some red cabbages. Let's keep this conversation real. I took my brassicas, which was some cabbages, cauliflower, 2 different cabbages, 2 different cauliflowers, and something else. I can't think right now. Stuck it outside. It was on the very top of the shelf. Just put it outside. And it did fine for the first 3 days. And guess what? It's all dead. It's all dead. And, you know, that's for a video, for reference. Like, don't just go taking your stuff from inside, take it outside and without hardening off. And people are so quick to think like it's springtime, and it's not. I'm not upset by it at all, to be quite honest with you, because I have some red cabbages. I'm okay with that. And if it's okay for Jess to go to a box store and pick up a, you know, an 8-pack or whatever of cabbages, if her ducks eat it or something like that, that's where I'm at with that. Because I have so many other things to do. I don't know why I put this pressure on myself that everything has to be by seed. No, it doesn't. Because I put it out there for proof of a video. And yeah, it just didn't make it. Let me see. A lot of stuff is in the ground this year, says CJM Farms in Toronto, where I live. Let me finish reading this. I am doing all organic, me too, that I am getting from a local organic farm. Love supporting. Well, that sounds great. Proud Mom says, good night, Mel and everyone. Need to get ready for bed now. Long day tomorrow with the mothers in town. Love from Maine. Love you. Bye, Proud Mom. Lucian 530. Am I saying that correctly, Boone? Hi, what are you growing? Everything. Pretty much everything. I just had that question. Lots of peppers, tomatoes, eggplants, kale, herbs, eggplants, leeks. Let me show you, as a matter of fact. Look at this Black Beauty eggplant. Doing quite well. Doing quite well. Evening, pretty lady. Hello, Tubby Guy Outdoor. Night, Proud Mom. I know, I love Proud Mom. She's a sweetheart. So yeah, I have some Black Beauty eggplants that are about this tall already. And I lost some of those new eggplants that I wanted to try. That's a Black Beauty. Give me 1 second here. I think it's Oswald. That's where I'm running into a problem from the dogs running through them and knocking some over. I'm trying to save what I can. This is a Rosa Blanca eggplant that's going to need some more soil, but you can see it's not that big because the dogs busted up the cups and then I transplanted it, and yeah, it's a Rosa Blanca. So I do have some on the bottom shelf. I'd like to move them up so they can get a little bit more light. Let's see. Yeah, Tubby Guy Outdoor. I was talking about you yesterday. Nothing bad. I want you to do me a favor on Judith and Dan's page. I went over there to catch up on some videos, and her and I were on the phone chit-chatting, and where the bell is, because I'm wondering why I'm not getting any notification, has a line going through it on my end. And it's coming up, videos are made for kids. And I sent her the screenshot of it. Danny said he looked into it. He has it blocked for kids. I'm wondering if you're seeing the same thing on your end, or is there a problem on my end with that? Lucian says, I have a question. Ask away. And welcome, by the way. This is my usual, if you're new here, Sunday live chat. We talk about everything. If you have a channel, we'll support you. And yeah, we either talk about food, gardening. Of course, we're all in the gardening mode. Um, have a good night, and I'll probably see everyone every day. Oh, CJM Farms, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. Lucian says, hi, Tubby. So yeah, if you're new here, don't ever hesitate to ask a question. All you have to do is unsubscribe and resubscribe, darling. I wasn't sure if it was really on my end or theirs. Good night at CJM Farms. That was great for you to come in. That was completely awesome. Thank you so much. It should work. Okay, I will definitely do that because I've never had that happen before and I thought maybe they hit a wrong setting. Later, CJM. Good night, all, and happy gardening. Same to you as well. Hopefully, we'll see you next Sunday. Last Sunday's live was 3 hours long. I'm not doing that tonight, folks. Love you all dearly, but this chick over here is in pain. 527 subscribers, says Chris. I know. How about that? I still didn't even do my 500 subscriber giveaway yet. And I'm 527. I've had it happen to about a dozen channels I follow all the time. Yeah, I never did. And you know, I'm super close to Dan and Miss Judith, Mama Judith, that is. And I don't think that she was understanding at first. And then she said, Danny checked everything out and thinks it may be on your end. And I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. I cut off hold on, let me lean down. Okay. And if I can't answer your question, I'm sure somebody else can help in the gardening world. I cut off a trimming from a gardenia bush and scratched the bark off and then placed it in a vase. And in a couple weeks, it started to root. Let me go back because it's flying out. It started to root and I gave it to a friend and now that bush is huge. Oh, that's awesome. Can I continue to do that? Have you ever done that? I have never done that, but I know other gardening channels that do that. Exactly what you did, and it's amazing. I mean, I've done that to trees, you know, certain trees. Like I said to my roommate, tree needs to be pruned. And then the guy that cuts his lawn was like, tree needs to be pruned. I think Jimmy didn't believe me at first. It's a tree needed to be pruned, but when you prune a tree, it comes back bigger and healthier. So yeah, that absolutely is amazing that you did that. Gardenias are wonderful. I love them, says Boone. So Boone, can they keep doing what they're doing? Which is cut off a piece, trim the bark off, put in a vase of water. A couple weeks it started to root and I gave it to a friend. Can I continue to do that was the question. I would say yes, continue to do that because it worked. If it's not broke, don't try to fix it. I don't even have gardenias, to be quite honest with you. So I guess I should move these peppers out of the way before I knock them over. Ay, ay, ay. Some of my Brandywines are still kind of small, like the Brandywine tomato. I have never done that with mine. They're still young, says Boone, in regard to Lucian's question. See, I told you if I didn't know, somebody would know. This is what I'm running into. Like, I have a Brandywine tomato that looks like that, and then I have a Brandywine tomato that looks like that. So I think what's going to happen is the bigger plants, when it's time, will go out. And then say something happens to the plant, it gets whatever. I'm just going to pull it right out and I'll have backups to stick in there. People buy those gardenias for good money so I can make me some extra money. Laugh out loud. Hey, that might be a great idea. Do whatever you can do. I'm looking for a, here we go again. I take it in the vitamin form, but I want it. And here in Pennsylvania, I'm having a hard time finding it. The Chris knows, Jay knows too, the vitamin that I'm taking. You know, the little berry. What pesticides do you use on your plants? Absolutely none. I don't use any pesticides whatsoever. I am an organic gardener. If there is a problem with something like a bug or whatever, I figure out a different way. I don't agree with spraying and, plus I love our bees and I don't want to kill them. So I don't use any pesticides. It's the God's honest truth. When I did cabbage the one year, I had so many cabbage moths. I did a recipe with, it was like garlic, onions, chili pepper, some Dawn dish soap, boiled water, and it worked. Guiji, question mark? Tubby guy outdoors. Oh no, you lost me there, buddy. But yeah, no, I'm an organic gardener. I don't use anything. If there's a bug problem, I'm going to figure out a different way. I use the Dawn dish soap method. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I did a video on it. Was it last year at the beginning of COVID? No, it would have been the spring before that. Maybe my first time when I was holding my phone this way instead of this way. I'm sure I did that recipe correct, but it's onions, it's garlic, it's soap, it's water, and it worked pretty good. The berries you were talking, no, not goji berries, even though I would like them sent to me dried. They're just so good. Help me out. Everybody makes it into a syrup. I like the Roma tomatoes. Me too. I'm growing quite a bit of San Marzano tomatoes. I'm growing a lot of them. Why is it when I need somebody to answer? Foon, what's the berry bush I'm looking for? Everybody takes it. It's good for your immune system. But I just can't seem to find it here in Pennsylvania. I was hoping somebody could root me one and send it. Chris knows. Why is he not answering now suddenly? I always keep wanting to say boysenberry. I don't know why that is, but you always forget that. I know. Well, if you hear me on here, can you help it check out? Or are you just in here? Elderberry. Thank you, Boone. I'll tell you, Boone is like quick as crap. Chris knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's sitting in the live. Yes, I forget some things. It's because I'm overwhelmed. I've got a lot of stuff going on that I'm planning and things I have to do. But elderberry, that's what I'm looking for. And I'm not having any luck here. And I don't know if anyone has ever ordered one off of Amazon. Chris said he don't remember. She already told you, elderberry. But I'm taking the vitamin elderberry and it's really good. It tastes like candy. But I want to be able to make the syrup and give some to my friends or whatnot. And Jimmy's very intrigued with it. It was like looking around. He said he found one on Amazon, but I don't know. You're in Pennsylvania? I am. I'm in Pennsylvania 7B. And that was my second question. If I do get my hands on one, will it like die off once winter comes and will it grow back? Because I am not sure about that. And I've had no time to like even Google that. But yeah, I think the elderberry vitamins are really, really good. They're so good. That I just want. Some people say it grows like a tree. Some people say it grows like a bush. But I don't know if you get berries the first time. Might have to wait till the next year. But that's like one of my top priorities is to try to get one of them because it's really, really good for you. So leave it to Boone to be quick on that elderberries. Are you connected with Shelly at Healthy Homestead Chick? She knows a ton about elderberry. No, I don't think so. So if you can leave me a comment under like one of my last videos, which was probably how to know when it's time to water on the gardening series, that would be awesome so I could find her easier. Laugh out loud. I went on vacation in Pennsylvania. The Amish are awesome. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I was just talking to someone about that. It was Miss Judith. She says she has some Mennonites and Amish down there. And I was like, yeah, you do? Because I got my one Yorkie from an Mennonite. But I said to her, have you ever had shoe fly pie? Has anyone ever in this chat had shoe fly pie? I'll wait for the thumbs up. She's Commander Bacon's wife, His Way Homestead. Oh, Boone, I'm never going to remember all that, girl. You're going to have to help me out. I'll leave, like, maybe her link under one of my videos or something. The last video I posted or something, so I can find her. Yeah, because I need to know, get some more information. Lucian, which I'm so hoping I'm saying that right, says no. If you've never had a shoe fly pie, they have two different versions in the Amish country. They have wet shoe fly pie, they have regular shoe fly pie. Just the regular shoe fly pie is like molasses with brown sugar. I'm going to see if I could find a recipe because I can't take it anymore. I have to have a piece of that in my life. I could sit there and eat the whole pie. It's so good. And if you put it in the refrigerator, and you get a very clean slice too. What's the difference between the wet and the regular shoe fly pie? I think the flavor was a little bit different and the texture was a little bit different. So if you're ever around like an Amish market or something and you have the opportunity, ask them if they have shoe fly pie. You will love it. It is the best. I wouldn't think that I never thought I would really like that, but I really do. It's really, really good. Commander Bacon's wife, His Way Homestead. You didn't have to fix that. I saw that, Boone. But yeah. Shoe fly pie. Oh, I could so go for a piece of that right now. It's so good. I want to see if I can find a recipe and make it. Because Amish country from here, I would say it's about an hour from here. There is an Amish market near here that my one friend goes to. I don't. But I don't know. I don't think I've ever asked them to look to see if they have shoe fly pie. I just want to know who's on the winning team. All jokes aside, this is going to be a fun growing season, says Primal Cajun. Welcome, Primal Cajun. Whose team are you on? Because I'm the newbie this year, and I'm on Arkansas Woodcutters team. Now I need a snack. Be right back, says Tubby Guy Outdoors. I left her link on your last video. Oh, you're the best. It's going to be a very, very fun growing season, even with me being nervous and doing new beds, new soil. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Evening Primal. Hello at Boone, Chile. Thank you for stopping in. We were just talking plants and what's growing, and people keep popping in and say, what are you growing back there? On each side, or they look little, and I had to show that some are not little, but some are doing really well and getting pretty big, which these are the Homesteader tomatoes, which I've never had them before. I don't know if anyone else has, but someone sent me the seeds, and I'm curious to see how these babies are going to taste. Oh, Melody, you got this. I got what? My neighbors gave me some banana bulbs to plant a few years ago. Damn banana trees everywhere now. That's hilarious. But where do you live though? Because banana trees grow huge and big, but it depends on the climate you're in. You'll never like weep a banana off of it. But I think they're amazing. And I think Jess from Roots and Refuge said that she uses the banana leaves to cook in. Hey, Tubby Guy Outdoors. Primal Cajun. Virginia, is that what that is for VA? Yeah, so I guess you get these humongous trees. You take them in the house and then put them back out, or you just let them die off and start all over. I don't know. They get so big. Oh, I get what you're saying, Boone. She says, oh, Melody, you got this. Hopefully, because, you know, it's a whole different, like, environment and new beds and new soil. Living Simple Homestead. Yeah, I was wondering why you were so quiet. My cell is acting weird. Mine grow bananas on it. No way, really? And you're in Virginia? Mine are like 20 feet tall. Do you take them in the house? Maybe that's the trick. Because Jess from Roots and Refuge, hers are pretty tall, and she never gets a banana off of it. 20 feet tall, that's crazy. Brand new cell, but froze twice. Well, that's not good. Living Simple. Brand new cell phone, but it froze twice. Huh. What is it, an apple? Hey, Living Simple, says Tubby Guy Outdoors. So yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on. So that's the situation. That's the blood work. The cholesterol's just up by a little bit, she said. Nobody gave me a number. I'm going to call them back Monday on that. Because it could be coming from the protein that I'm drinking. But that's the idea, is to gain weight. Or I said to Jimmy, you're a bad influence with the salt. But I'm using Himalayan salt either way. But brand new Samsung Galaxy. I don't like phones, girl. Oh, I have a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus and I love my phone. What'd you do? Get the latest, newest one? Lucky you. If it keeps giving you a problem, you just got to take it back and tell them so you get another brand new one. No, they stay out all year, die in the winter, and multiply in the spring. That's amazing. And you actually get bananas? Huh. Canadian Proud, get outdoors. You made it. Hey, I'm here. Can't stay long though. Been, let's see. Hold on. Been a long day. Been out back scraping the frozen garden. Laugh out loud. 60 and sunny, beautiful day. A little chilly here today. I feel you. I completely understand because I've been busy all week trying to just rake up the part that was tilled. And yesterday we got, I think, 2 beds installed. And we were going to do more today. And it's on the windier side. Like, I'm even cold now. No, I think it was the internet. Oh, okay. Hey, Canadian Proud Outdoors. Great to see you again. Yeah, I kind of told everybody we had a long live last week. And he most definitely left me a comment. Canadian Proud, get outdoors. Like, great live, yada yada, last week. It was fun. We had a good time. He's saying hello. Everybody's saying hello. That sounds like fun. Boone's already posting the link. She's so quick. I'm so blessed to have Boone as my moderator. And, you know, my other moderators that were ever so kind to help out last Sunday. Duh. Let me give you a thank you once again, because Voon did send me a message. She had a previous engagement, but I didn't see it till after my live. And I was like, oh, it's okay. People stepped up. And anybody that popped in that was the previous moderator, just everybody did great. Hey, Tubby Guy Outdoors, the Canadian Proud. I hear you. I'm so sore, Canadian Proud. It's unbelievable. I think the freeze killed my banana trees. They were only 4 foot tall and haven't looked good since. I'll chop the tops tomorrow and see if the inner shoots start growing. Well, Primal Cajun, did you see what hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly, Lucin said? She said, hey, wait a minute, wrong person, hold on. She said, no, they stayed out all year. They die in the winter. And then I think she said they came back and doubled. I hate iPhones. Lucian said, I'm right there with you. I can't stand iPhones. So yeah, she got more just from letting them die off. And hers were 20 feet tall. And actually got bananas. I'm like blown away by that. I think the freeze. Okay, I read that one. Hello at Lucin. Oh no at Primal Cajun. Like Lucien. Is that how I say it? L-O-L-L-O-S-H-A-N. Lucien. Yes, they multiply and get bigger. Good to know. That's a great tip you brought to the live. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here. Thank you to all the new subscribers. You are all like so totally awesome. And yeah, it's a crazy live last week. 3 hours. Like, I think a couple minutes shy of 3 hours. So tell me, Guy, I need a pair of muck boots because I think I bought the wrong boots today. These were just from Aldi's. I think these are like rain boots or whatever. And I'm trying to get myself, you know, some type of gardening boots. $14. $14.99, I think they were. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so I finally said it right. I saw that our trees usually freeze and we chop the plants about 3 feet and then the inner stalks start growing almost an inch a day. That's absolutely amazing. I wouldn't even know where to go to get a banana tree. I'm trying to worry about how I'm getting elderberry here in Pennsylvania. I was just saying that before you came in. There's nowhere around here to really get an elderberry bush. And my second thing with that is if I can get one from someone, will it last a winter freeze and then die and come back? I think they are dwarf bananas because the banana bundles are small. I've never ate them. Oh, really? I love bananas. Don't get muck boots, hon. They aren't really worth the money. Yeah, not so much like the muck boots because I saw them online. They're expensive. But is there another name for like the rubber boots that all the gardeners wear? They come in half like that or whatever. These are like a little big. I'm gonna have to wear a couple pairs of socks. I just don't feel like, I'm all matchy. I'm not trying to ruin like my good sneaks, my Nikes, You know me, I had to match my sneaks up with my pants. So, yeah. Because that's all tilted. It's probably going to turn into like a mud pit, I'm afraid. So, I wanted something. But I did notice that. Don't get the muck boots. I think they were like 50 on up. I know what you mean, but not sure what to call them. Me either. There are some pair of sneakers, laugh out loud, living simple. Yeah, I love Nikes. I always wear Nikes, but these are like the running, hiking Nikes. And yeah, I love them. They're so comfortable and they're washable. And I wanted something different with the color and, you know how it goes. Google elderberry Izon's nurseries. They have elderberry plants. I think I did Google here in Pennsylvania, and it was literally coming up a blank. And then I heard somebody had a store, not what Boone mentioned tonight. Somebody said like about a month ago, I thought it was something Pepper. How mortifying would this be? That has a shop, and I could possibly get it. So I asked the wrong person who had Pepper in their name, and they had no idea what I was talking about. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lucian, you're leaving. Be back shortly. Got to run to store. Well, we probably won't be on by the time you get back, but we will be here every Sunday at 8 o'clock. And it was great to have you. I really appreciate you stopping in. Papa Pepper. There, yeah, that's correct. Papa Pepper. And I don't know. I haven't like bumped into him or anything. But apparently it's a store and apparently I could get it from him. They have elderberry plants. Yeah, I mean, I've been trying here, Primal Cajun. I'm not really having much luck. And I'm not real educated as far as, if it's worth me getting it here in Pennsylvania, Grow Zone 7B, because we get snow. And if it dies, will it come back? That was my only other question. Yes, as long as it's camo, I will wear it. Wait, what did I paid $200 for a pair of muck boots and they didn't last a year. Jimmy just told me today he has muck boots. I'm like, how's everybody else have muck boots and I don't? Living Simple Homestead said, yes, as long as it's camo, I'll wear it. I like camo, to be honest with you. Hello there, Teresa Shans. Welcome, welcome. Nothing wrong with that, Ed Boone. What did Boone say? What did I miss? I have a bad habit of just heading to the garden with my morning coffee, still in my pajamas, no care in the world, and always forget to change my shoes. Girl, I can so relate to that, let me tell you, because I'm usually flip-flops all the time. Flip-flops, and I don't know, my birthday's around the corner, and I was thinking like maybe for the one corner, a cute little like, because it's all going to fill in. And I won't have to just be stuck sitting on the patio. I I saw like a rattan, it's not like a wicker. When you type in bistro tables nowadays, it just comes up different, and it's like $120. And it's like a darker brown and like a beige cushion. Nothing fantastic. But if you go to change the color of the cushion, it goes up to like $150. So I don't know. You know, I'm one of those moms where I'm like, oh, I don't want to ask my son for that. Even though Jared would be probably good to his mom, even though he's not answering the phone. Yeah. So I was thinking something along the lines of that, so I could sit at the garden and drink my coffee or tea, or sit there with a friend, and, you know, yada yada. But it's super cute. I'm just not sure if I'm going to get it or not. Tubby Guy Outdoors saying, evening, Teresa. Eventually, I head straight to the greenhouse to drink the first cup of coffee and check on the babies. Primal Cajun. I wish I had a greenhouse, but I don't. If I had a greenhouse, all this wouldn't be in here right now. Dining room's not even the dining room anymore. It's a greenhouse. Thank you, A Living Simple Homestead and Outdoors. I think it's super cute. Who cares if you're in your pajamas drinking your coffee? Okay. Crazed Family Homestead said, gotta run and get the girls ready for bed, y'all. Have a good night. Good night. I'm sure like you gotta be beat from like, you know. Just making okay, I was reading something else. Yeah, you have to be tired. Plus you have all your kiddos. You women do a fantastic job with the draft for Shed Wars. So thank you very much for that. And Crazed Family Homestead, are you on it this year? Whose team you on, or are you right next to Boone? Because I know y'all best friends. Crocs are good garden shoes. Teresa Shans, you know what? My son's girlfriend, Lindsay, had on a really cute pair. Crocs are usually closed at the toe, and they just have the thing in the back, right? They're never open. Anyway, yeah, I saw her pair, and they were like light lavender purple, and I'm like, they're super cute. Keep me in mind for April 4th, I said to her. But no, I never thought I would wear Crocs, but that's probably a good idea for the garden. Teresa says, hi, everyone. Yeah, have a great night, Amy. Thank you for coming in. Tubby Guy Outdoors says, well, sugar and spice. I just love him. I have to head out. Awesome live as always. Thanks for having me. No, thank you for coming. You know you're like my BFF in the trapping outdoors world. Love you to pieces. Take care, everyone. Tubby Guy says, bye, Tubby. Thank you for coming in. Same to you, Voon. Amy at Crazed Family Homestead is on Team Will It Grow. Wow, I'm so not shocked to hear that. He picked up his two favorite girls. Voon and Amy. That's awesome. You guys are like very friends. Do you like really good friends? Do you live near each other? Katie and Proud, get outdoors. Later, Tubby Guy Outdoors. Voon says, laugh out loud. I know. So yeah, we can go for like a few more minutes before I go and end the live tonight. That's because one, I'm starving. Two, when I'm sitting like this after all that lifting this week, oh man, my shoulders and all are killing me. I hope I'm doing this right, because this delivery is coming tomorrow of compost, and thanks to Jay. And yeah, I did mention to Johnny last week, my son, I was going to kind of let him give that to me as a birthday gift to help shovel that and wheelbarrow it and put it where it belongs, but I don't have all the beds down yet. So saying later, Tubby Guy Outdoors. Thank you, Tubby Guy. No, we don't live near each other, but she is a gem. Love her to pieces. She's funny. She is very, very funny. And it's just funny that I didn't catch on to who she was. Remember it? So a couple weeks back, I'm like, I used to watch her before I started YouTube. She's a sweetie. Then again, I can see why you two are friends, because you are both like as sweet as can be. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. The delivery's coming tomorrow. I have so much to do. I have ceilings to still up pot. I'm trying to squeeze in room. Over here is the freezer box. Wait. Okay, over there. And it has my jars on it, which I may end up having to move them and stick them somewhere else. I could put more cups over there. And I have a little tray on Jimmy's, on the bay window in the front because it gets really hot. I have a couple things that are really tiny that I want to get big on the front window. So yeah, I don't know. As far as the cabbages and the cauliflower and what I did, I know better. I just did it and was just like, oh, they should be fine. They're brassicas. They weren't fine. They got killed. But they didn't die like instantly. They died like 4 or 5 days in, and we had like warm weather. So, what are you gonna do? Stuff happens, right? Because I have to pay attention too if I'm gonna do cabbages, cauliflowers. I think I only want a few because I don't want it to take up, that's gonna be in the ground for a while. So I don't know if I'm gonna, definitely, here's my red cabbage. I didn't throw that outside as an experiment like I did everything else, which I already knew was going to happen. But my red cabbages are looking pretty good. Or, yeah, I think they're red cabbages. Some are a little still, but that's okay. So yeah, even if I have some red cabbages, but I'm really kind of looking forward to having a fall garden. Like, I want to make sure that I have certain things planted that can go in the ground, like say June or July. That'll be good for like fall. So I didn't put them all out there, but I don't want to have a ton. So maybe if, one of the nurseries or something have some cauliflower, I might grab a couple. I might grab like maybe just a couple. Well, a couple is usually 2. So let me say 3. I would probably do like 3 cauliflowers. No, I probably won't. And that's a lie. I would probably do 6. 6 cauliflowers if I can find them. 6 cabbages. And what else was it? It was one other thing and I can't think of it right now. So yeah, I mean, if it works out, I mean, you know how it goes. You plant inside the house. You always plant extra. I just overplant it because I'm trying to concession. So I want to see if I can recreate what I created a couple years ago where I was picking tomatoes in November. So that's that fact right there. But no shame in my game. A couple things died. It is what it is. It happens to the best of us. At Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It Homestead. Oh, you have my link posted. No, okay, I read that one. So true, in running out of room, my wife is looking at me funny, laugh out loud. Canadian, you crack me up. I did say to Jimmy, I kind of wished I would have done this in the basement. There was only like 2 small windows. It probably would have been okay just to germinate the seeds, but all of this, and the guy does not even complain at all. Not at all. He says, just take one day at a time. You got to do what you got to do. Let's see. I have 9 cabbages I need to put outdoors. I am not doing cauliflower. And why are you not doing cauliflower? I also want to do Brussels sprouts and kohlrabi. So I think that's going to be more along the lines of my fall garden. Let's see. Okay, I got to get to bed. Much love from Canadian Proud. Get outdoors. Bye, Canadian Proud. We're going to be getting off soon, shortly anyway. But thanks for popping in, being the busy bee that you are, and hopefully we'll see you next Sunday. I have 9 cabbages I need to put outdoors. I'm not doing cauliflower. I can't count. Wait, I can't count. It is 12. 12 cabbages. That's so funny. So you're doing 12 cabbages? If I had to pick, because I had a major problem, but this time I have those row covers, I would probably stick more to the cabbages, to be honest with you, but I have to figure out when to start Brussels sprouts in order to have them fall into like winter. Thank you for posting the links. Living simple. So yeah, Brussels sprouts I want to do, cabbages, red cabbage, some karabe. I really don't think that I'm gonna have enough time to have like this, cool cropped kind of spring. I just don't see it happening unless it's like spinach and lettuces, cilantro, things of that nature. But we'll see how it goes this year. Smash the like button on the way out, y'all, says Canadian Proud. Get outdoors. Love him. Oh, it was so much fun last night. We just love cabbage. So do I. And it's really good for your gut. They all tell you that if you have like stomach issues or problems, fermented cabbage is the way to go. So yeah, I want to get my hands involved in that. But that's why I kind of wanted the sourdough starter kit from Amazon where I saw it. And then I found another one that was, I think, like $1 or $2 cheaper, and even comes with a scale. So Jimmy's like, "Well, I'll give you that for your birthday." And I was like, "Oh, okay," because the tilling and everything, the cost of that. But I love cabbage. I like it raw with some, like, sorry to say this, some people might not like this, might gross you out, but I like ranch dressing on some raw cabbage. I think it's good, and I like it fried with onions, poured over egg noodles. Absolutely love it. We just love. Okay, I saw that. I don't know why it keeps flickering like it's like a new comment. But yeah, and I like making homemade coleslaw and whatnot from my cabbages. So definitely gonna have to, I guess, purchase some cabbages. I did 2 different types of cauliflower, and they just weren't doing good in here from the start anyway. Self-blanching and I think a snowball. But it's hard to pay attention to like everything. I figured brassicas would be okay. But yeah, they weren't. I should have probably done them in the cells instead of how I did them, and they would have been okay. But yeah, you live and learn. I make mistakes. I'm not like the perfect gardener. A few more minutes and we're gonna be ending this live. Not that it wasn't fun, but yeah, so that is kind of what is going on. I'm gonna have to probably purchase just a couple cauliflowers, definitely broccoli. The broccoli was phenomenal, and I didn't grow the broccoli. I purchased it and it was delish, but I didn't buy enough. I bought 6 and it was definitely not enough. We were fighting over it. So definitely broccoli, red cabbages I have. So maybe I definitely want to do green cabbages, and, marigolds aren't easy to grow either. They take forever. Um, yeah, I hear you, Boone. I'm headed that way too. It's like an hour and 57 minutes. Boone says, "Melody, I have to go. It's time to say prayers with the little ones." Oh, love you, girl. Go say your prayers with your little kiddos. Living. Thank you, Boone, for being the best moderator. Hate that we're not, I don't know if hate's the right word, but sorry we're not on the same team. I wish we were. But I might have to ask you some questions. Hopefully you can still help a friend out. Hopefully I don't screw up and then I don't get kicked off of Shed Wars. But I'm a woodchuck. Who knew? So funny. Everyone have a fantastic night. See you next Sunday. Have a great week. Same to you, Boone. Best moderator ever. Nice seeing you, girl. Good night, says Living Simple Homestead. Yeah. So that is kind of what's going on. Woodchucker. Yeah, that would be me. I never saw that one coming, really. I don't know. I just thought Willow Grove would have picked me, but that's okay. I'm just glad to be on there. And if I could teach somebody something, so be it. So stick along for the journey of that, which I think starts the 23rd. And have to do a video. I have my video for my reaction video. I don't know when I'm going to post it exactly yet. And I'm going to bring you along, even if you see the way the beds are. I'm going to bring you along through the process. And hopefully we get it done pretty quick, but it's just me. I have zero help getting those beds in and raking up the rest of that stuff. And that's what's taken so long. So I'm going to bring you along for that. And yeah, if I can find a shoe fly pie recipe, I hope y'all don't mind, because I don't feel like my chicken recipe, which I have a folder that's for Back to Basics, which started at the beginning of the virus. I had some people tell me they were panicking and didn't even know how to make bread. So I still like to add videos into that folder for people that still need help. And that was just a basic oven roasted chicken. Doesn't have a lot of views though. But it was amazing though to eat. It was awesome. But if I can find a shoe fly pie, I would love to make a video on that, because now I feel like all I'm doing is just like gardening videos and, you know, but then again, it's gardening time and we're all trying to get our things together. So thank you to all the new subscribers. That's amazing. I still have to figure out when I still have to do like a giveaway, don't I, at 500? So I got to figure that out too as well, and what to give away. I don't know if it should be seeds or whatever. I'm sorry, I can't stop playing with it because I think it's so adorably cute. For my bee friends that watch us after the fact, love my honey. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, videos are just going to be more tips and tricks, gardening, things to do with the raised beds, and probably like an update on all this that's going on back there. I think tomorrow's going to probably be a big watering day. I want to check the color and see if any look like they're, this one here, I thought looked like it was a little funny in color, but I could be wrong. It's probably fine. I do have some fish fertilizer. So if I see something starting to change colors, right now I'm just trying to stay on top of the watering, and it is overwhelming. Even if I completely move out of the way, there is just from floor all the way up of just like plants and plants and plants and plants. Let's see it, Mel. I'm not sure what I'm doing for my Tuesday video yet. Let's see what. You're a 528 girl. I am? Shut the back door. Where are you at? I know we were like neck and neck. I don't know. I'm just grateful. Absolutely grateful. And I'm such a slacker. I just saw this. I don't know if anyone has ever planted the holy basil besides Jess from Roots and Refuge, but I'm going to do it for the bees. And I did plant this mammoth basil. If you've never planted this, it gets about the size of your hand. I kid you not. And the dog smashed it, so I have to grow some more. And what else was left for me to plant? I have some lemon basil to plant. I want to do some more Italian flat leaf parsley. And unfortunately, I have to plant some more chamomile because the dogs ran through that too. So that was like a real bummer, but you know, I don't know where I heard this from, but this is so true. Everybody wants to see the hauls, everything you get from out of your garden. And I mean, I truly do believe in this. It's like everybody wants to see your garden hauls and whatnot, but they don't understand the build up to get to those hauls. It's a lot of work. We lose plants, things die, dogs run through them. I mean, nobody ever knows those stories, you know, of how everything we gardeners go through in order to get to these amazing spring/summer gardenings, even fall gardens, you know, which I'm grateful to be able to, hopefully, knock on wood, be able to garden for this fall and winter. That would be pretty awesome. You're at 606. Really? You out-topped me, you brat. Tells me that's awesome. I'm a 606, I believe, girl. Okay, well, now it's your turn to start passing me around, buddy boy. I shared the love. I passed you around. No, that's amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really, really happy for you. But we were like neck and neck just last Sunday's live. I'm sorry, laugh out loud. Yeah, it's your turn to start, you know, giving me some shout outs, my lovely friend. You need to come to my live Saturday. I know, but you understand what yesterday and Friday was, right? The mock draft for Shed Wars, and I missed Friday, and I almost missed Saturday, and I didn't even think I was going to get picked, and I did. Yeah, I don't know. Shoot me like a message on Instagram before you go live on Saturdays, because I need some reminders. I got a lot going on up in this little head of mine. A lot going on. But yeah, and I see you on Instagram, so you know. I don't know how people do those shout out things and then they say post it on your story. I don't know how to do that yet. Or I would have did you good that way. I have a lot different channels show up. Had over 60 in my first one. Girl, it's amazing. Congratulations. Teresa, people love Dollar Tree crafts. You know, that's a true statement. Really is true. I run into quite a few of those channels and all, and they just like the crafts from the dollar store and whatnot. I don't know. I found the stackables in the dollar store. So, but hello, Teresa. Sorry you're coming in a little bit later because I promised I wasn't going to do a 3-hour live this week only because I'm just physically exhausted. I'm so sore from all the shoveling and trying to act like I know what I'm doing when it comes to raised beds and living simple homestead. You know anything about putting beds in, because hopefully I'm doing it right. I'm going to shout you out on my Instagram right after the smell. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like they shout you out and then it comes to you and it says, add this to your story. I got to learn how to do that. You might have to teach me a couple tricks. And you're all down with my girl, Mel and Gary from Simple Life Reclaimed. I love them. But yeah, I have to come over and watch a couple videos. Maybe pretty porch crafts. I don't know, there's so many ideas you could come up with to do for... Oh, man, could you imagine? I'd be plants. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Teresa, I will post it in my stories and as a post. Okay. But you know what I'm talking about, though, right? Somebody wants to give you a shout out. Like Terry knows how to do it. I don't know how to do it. They want to go and give you a shout out. And they write a really nice thing and everything. Like, please subscribe to my friend. Show some love. And then it says, it'll come back to you and it'll say, post this under your story. And then, yeah. But me, I don't know how to do it. Or I would have shouted you out that way. So, yeah, you got me by a little bit. That's all right. It's okay. I still love you. Yeah, it's really easy. Well, good. Maybe you can tell me how to do it. But on that note, so, yeah. Today was the first day out and it's a little bit. You know, how to do some running around. We weren't really in TJ Maxx long at all. And he didn't want to stop at Home Depot, so didn't go to Home Depot. And ran to Aldi's because he didn't want to go food shopping this week. And I kind of didn't really either. I'm not even going to lie and blame it all on Jimmy. I am just so sore. I was like, fine, we'll put it off yet again. So that's all that I really got myself was this and the muck boots. Unless you want to count the cherry almond that I can never find in this Jergens in the big pump bottle anymore. I don't know why, but I love the smell of that. Yeah, it's really, we still homies. Aha. So true. Is that what kids say these days? Mel, homies? Haha. I guess. I have no idea. Next, you need to get to 1,000. Honey, I'm trying. I wish. I really wish. But, you know, I am moving along. I feel like every day I turn around, it's a few more and a few more, which I'm so, so grateful for. I don't like the factor that my buddy pal over here just surpassed me. I have to give him a knuckle sandwich. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm extremely grateful because I'm meeting so many nice people along the way. And now Shed Wars is going to be starting. So, but yeah, 1,000 eventually. I'm just grateful I even got to 500, to be honest with you. We getting you to 600 this weekend. Oh, are we? Okay. All right, we'll see. Put your money where your mouth is. What, on your live? How we doing this? He's so funny. And it's just amazing. Like, a lot of the people that I'm meeting and leaving me a comment under my videos, super sweet, super nice. Just, you're live. Okay, well then you better be hitting me up with that reminder. I'll shoot you a DM after this is over. But yeah. So, Teresa, it was good to see you again this week. Why do I feel like I have something on the side of my mouth? I don't know. It was great to see you again. Sorry you came in a little bit later. Maybe you can replay it and watch it. But it was just, you know, plant talk, that good stuff. And I call them muck boots, but they're not by muck at all. But I need like a decent pair of muck boots. But yeah, so I figured not as long this Sunday because I'm a little bit on the beat side. Living Simple Homestead, thank you for moderating. Super cool of you. And yeah, I'll hit you up on Instagram. Plus the factor I had no breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I'm not even going to lie. This girl over here is starving, and I need to go eat because I'm really trying to gain weight. As far as the cholesterol thing is concerned, the numbers coming back, I am going to call Monday to see where they were. She just said nothing to be crazy alarmed about. It was just up a little bit. But I bought a bunch of vegetables, a bunch of my greens because I've been really craving it. And yeah, so maybe it'll put Jimmy on a healthy diet too. Knuckle sandwich as long as you put cheese on it. My live. Okay, I saw that. Those will work. Just don't slip. I know. I just figure if the yard it's tilled and if it gets all muddy, you know, because I really think they're rain boots, but they're still kind of cute, but they're going to be big on me. And, you know, I ain't rolling in the doughery. So I was just like, oh, if I don't get them, I'm just going to be mad at myself. I have nobody else to blame. But thank you, Teresa, for that. You're welcome, girl. Anytime. Go get food. Yes, go eat milk. I'm going to. And I love you all. And anybody that watches this after the fact, thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for taking the time out on the lives or rewatching them after the fact. And, you know, checking in on my videos. I really appreciate it. And we still have to figure out which Living Simple Homestead. Maybe you can help me out. I want to do the 500 subscriber giveaway before I'm at that 6, supposedly, as he says. I'm just messing with him. But thank you, everyone. I will do an updated video on how everything is doing and what am I growing. And don't forget the neighbor next door, super lovely. It's going to give me some beets and lettuce and no, spinach. She's like, did you start any yet? And I was like, no. I'm just tickled that there's a gardener next door to me. But I'm going to do a video on her little setup. It won't be cleaned out yet. But you'll see what I'm talking about a playhouse. And the area, I think that's the sandbox she used as a garden. So if there's a will, there's a way. We can all garden somehow, grow food, grow less grass. Share, like, subscribe. They have treads. Yeah. Will that work? I'm just going to have to probably wear 2 pairs of thick socks because there are 7 and 7s would normally fit me. I'm like a petite girl, but I probably could have used them in a 6 or a 6.5. So I hope I just didn't waste $14.99. Share, like, subscribe. Living Simple Homestead said, I will do something up for you. Like what? What do you mean? I don't know. You're going to hit me up. We can chit chat while I eat. Teresa says, yes. Okay. I love you all. And, yeah, stay tuned. I know I missed like maybe 1 this week or 2. I'm not really sure, but I came back with some gardening tips. The last one was how to tell so we don't keep killing our babies if you lift it up and it's pretty dry. Some of mine are. I think Monday's going to be watering day, or you could stick your finger in. Some new gardeners don't know that, even if we're like, what? That's such a silly thing. That's what we're here for, is to help. So I'm going to do an updated video on this. I'm going to give you an updated video on what's going on outside. It might not be exactly the way the beds are going to be, but just bear with me. And I'll show you when I go and put a bed the way I think it belongs, if it warms up again. So I have that going on. I'm working on the beds, trying to get them in because I wanted to do like a big reveal. Don't know if that's going to happen. And I also am going to have my reaction video to being picked for Shed Wars. So lots going on. Just bear with me. I might be a little all over the place, but welcome to my life. It's gardening time. And it always gets a little cray-cray around that time. So I love you all. Thank you so much. Okay, good night, everyone. Thanks to everyone for coming and showing the love. I have blue strawberries. Girl, don't tease. I have no strawberries right now because my hanging basket of strawberries and my 2 hooks that open up to hold like 3, 4 like hanging baskets are left at the garden center. And I don't know if I'm going to get it back, but yeah, I need some strawberries. But blue strawberries sound amazing. Love yous all. Stay safe. Have a wonderful week. Isn't my little honey pot super cute? Thank you for everyone that came in. Congratulations to everybody that made it on whatever team in Shed Wars. That's awesome. Honey Meal. Oh, I didn't even see that. Look how cute that is. Yeah, so congratulations to everyone. I'm perfectly fine that I'm a woodchuck. I don't care. And hopefully y'all stick around for Shed Wars when that begins. And Lucian said that's cool. Thank you. And hopefully I see you all back here next Sunday, 8 o'clock. And have a safe, blessed week. And I'll see you next week. Love yous all. Bye-bye.